This is December 11th, I believe, and water has been reestablished in the eastern canal. It's all the way there, and it's probably dropping right there. I haven't checked yet. We've had a good strong rain lately. This is still after a very long drought, and the ground underneath, I'm sure, is still dry. But I've begun to do next spring's work, really, in restoring the and continuing the zanjas, the zanjas de infiltration, zanjas. On the pigs have been on this all spring and summer, but they're not on it right now. As I go along tuning this eastern canal up, I thought I should try to capture some of the material that I have available now. So watch my hoe. Do you see this? What I'm hoeing? That's that Pennsylvania sedge, I think. The pigs chose not to eat it, but it's one of the first things to grow in the spring, and it's a major thing that I'm going along clearing the canal of. I don't like to get my camera out here in the rain, even though it's a very gentle rain. But I wanted to show you at least one other thing, a couple things. Here's a hatch from last spring where I lowered the water down to the next zanja. I'm leaving them just the way they are. And that tall tan grass, that's called red top, I'm pretty sure. And the pigs would not eat it. There was some bitterness about it or something. They would not eat it. But still, I'm sure it has a role to play. Boy, what a water supply is here. And that, I think I know why it's so strong. I think that has to do with Grandpa Jim Biss, which is up above it, or else there's a very strong spring somewhere in there. This is also a water supply, but a much weaker one. And the the principal one is at the weir back there in the woods, which I opened yesterday or the day before. I got it going just a little bit. Now I'm at the top corner, northwestern corner of this pig pasture, and now I'm starting to reopen zanjas that are very old. I mean, I haven't worked on these in possibly 40 years, but you see how easy that is now to work, and it's held its level enough that I can see right where I'm going. So I'll go along and clean this up a little bit. And there's several more below, which I'll see to later. Well, that certainly was easy. Now I stopped here because, well, it's hard to explain, but you can see where it goes. It's just easier to dig when there's kind of puddles that I'm going from one to the other, but this is as easy digging as you could imagine. I was down there. Now I'm in the goat pasture. As a matter of fact, I'm at the aqueduct, which surely you remember, and it's full. It's full. This is leakage on this side. On the other side, there's leakage, but it's full. Now, if I can just keep it like that through a dry summer, I'll be very happy, because I'm going to put two small windmills here to pump it on up to where that standing pipe is, so I can have a fountain right on top of the hill. That's inside the gur or yurt, which is inside the tulo. And now I'm going to go see where this water is coming from, if it's coming all the way back from Grandpa Jim's weir. Here you can see the flow of water. It's not very strong, but it's enough to fill that, and it would go right around the slope and head back into the woods if I had it blocked here. But now I'm going to follow the route back to you should be pretty familiar with it. Grandpa Jim Weir. I'm only going to go as far as I see that there's water coming. And below here, you can see old 40-year-old, or 30-year-old at least, zanjas that are filling. Now the goats do a whole different kind of work from the pigs. Maybe you can see that standing pipe in the distance. Now I've passed over onto the eastern side of this hill. I call it the Healing Hill. And this is a different supply of water now. And look at how strong this is. That could easily make it today, or already be all the way to that barn. I worked on this yesterday some. The weir is right in there about the center of this shot. Well, leaves and sticks build up this time of year. That's what cleaning is all about, tuning and cleaning. So I'm losing a bunch of water here, but there's so much still getting past all this.